What's up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. And in today's video, we're going to be talking about the biggest UFC crash outs in the sport right now. I've got multiple, or at least one per division. I think we've got 20 guys in the UFC so far that are just major crash outs or throughout the UFC. Obviously, don't be bringing up some cunt from fucking 2002. I don't know who he is. I wasn't born then. But yeah, in terms of modern UFC in the recent time, these are the guys that have just been crashing out. They've been going crazy. You can't fucking trust them to just like stay normal and not get themselves in trouble. So yeah, let's start off with flyweight, go all the way up to heavyweight. We're going to talk about at least one per division, and you guys can let me know in the comments if you disagree or who I left out, all that. But yeah, let's enjoy the video, or hope you guys enjoy the video. Let's get into it. Muhammad Makayev, brother, please come here, take photo for Muslim brothers. Just fucking punches him in the face. Major crash out from Muhammad Makayev. Literally couldn't handle himself on fight week, had to try and sucker punch Manel Cap, and then at the press conference afterwards, he's like, yes, of course, brother, I could not let myself get disrespected like this. I had to sucker punch him. And then tried to fucking dack him in, like, he had to pull his pants down in the cage. Fucking, what the hell are you doing? Alhamdulillah, fucking astaghfirullah, brother. And yeah, Muhammad Makayev, major crash out, recent crash out too, like, a lot of these other guys, they're from back in the day, some of these stories from a couple of years ago, but Makayev's one of the more recent ones. Literally got himself cut from the fucking sport because he was just crashing out too much. Apparently, the people said he was a dickhead to all the staff and stuff as well, so yeah, bro was on some weird timing. I don't know what Makayev was doing. Let's move on though to another fighter. Manel Cap, your whole team is a bunch of nice people. No, Manel Cap, major crash out back at UFC 293, of course. Dude has also just kind of been randomly punching people and stuff, apparently. Because apparently he punched Makayev or something, or headbutted him when they met at the PI. But Cap's more of a verbal crash out. He just goes on random rants, calling Figgy a fag. Loves calling people fags. It's one of his favourite words. Called the whole of fucking Sydney a bunch of faggots. I said faggots. It's a different word. I'm speaking a different language. But yeah, Manel Cap loves that word. He loves saying it. Labeled an entire city. And also, yeah, just on Twitter randomly calling Perez a DNA abomination. Figgy saying like Tim Elliott, like calling out Tim Elliott for being a cuck, basically. Like, dude just crashes out on Twitter all the time. It's great to watch. Let's move on though to another another fighter. Merab Dvalishvili. This dude's just retarded. I don't know what he's doing. He gets a cut, posted on social media, then posts a video of him like taking his stitches out with a pair of like scissors or some shit. I don't know what he's doing. He's posting a fucking video on social media every other day of him just doing something retarded. It was kind of funny. Some of them are a bit cringe. Some of them are good. But I don't know. This dude's just on some weird shit. Diving into lakes, cutting his head open. I don't know what Merab's fucking doing, bro. This guy is like... You'll see a random video of Merab just walking on some balcony. I'm like, bro, are you alright? Do we need to send you to a fucking psychologist? Like, is your mental well-being okay? He's just fucking weird. Or him just going after some random fan and shit in the crowd and pulling their hair and stuff, trying to climb up like the railings of a at a UFC event. I don't know what he's doing. Someone needs to keep an eye on fucking Merab. Anyway, let's move on to another fighter. TJ Dillashaw. OGs, real ones, remember the crash out after the fucking Cejudo fight. Congrats to Henry, man, but you didn't beat me. You didn't, bro. You got fucking finished in 30 seconds. I'm okay to say I got beat. I got no issue with saying I got beat, but Henry, you didn't beat me tonight. Like, I don't know what Dillashaw was doing. Then he fucking popped for roids or whatever. Yeah, the crash out was unreal after that fight. I think there was other moments, but most of it was, he was just so fucking salty after the Cejudo fight. He was just like full, like, he was like, fuck, just punching the cage and shit, running around screaming and stuff. Like, he got finished in 30 seconds, buddy. There's not much to argue about. Anyway, let's move on to another fighter. Ilia Topuria. Not heaps, like, not that much of a crash out, but, like, he did have that random scuffle where he punched some, like, DJ in a bar or some shit like that, apparently, I think. Or was that he punched someone in a bar or someone in a club or something like that. Anyway, also, like, I don't know, this dude just going on random fucking posting paragraphs and shit on Twitter. Not quite as bad as like the John Jones or the Jamal Hills of the world, but he does kind of just yap a bit on Twitter, posting fucking Bible verses and shit. Like, bro, just tweet normal words. Like, you don't have to stop posting Bible verses, bro. Like, you're not cold. But I don't know. Toporia's alright. He's just narcissism maxing, is the best base for MMA, apparently. That's what Tapori has figured out. Anyway, let's move on to another fighter. Arman Sarukian, bro literally got himself suspended because he punched a random fan at the fucking UFC. It's kind of based, to be honest. Like, I wouldn't take the disrespect, bro. I respect it, honestly, stand on business. But then he got told that he was suspended for 9 months unless he did a anti-bullying PSA where he would get it reduced to 6 months. Then he goes on Twitter and is like, if the suspension, or he's like, if the fight's in December, I don't need to do the PSA. Yes, you do, buddy. You got suspended in April. That's May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December, January. It's fucking 9 months is January. It goes till January if you don't do the PSA. If you do the PSA and it gets reduced to 6, then you could have fought in October. So I don't know what he's doing. He's just refused. He doesn't want to do the PSA, which is kind of based. But yeah, so you can a minor crash out in the UFC. Let's move on to another fighter. Tony Ferguson, bro, threw holy water on his wife. It's crash out beyond belief. Anytime someone asks him about retirement, he's like, "Fuck retirement, dude. You retire. I'm not retiring. I'm hitting my prime, bro." Like Ferguson, I don't know what he's doing. He needs to just call it quits, buddy. It's time, Tony. Every fucking time he shows up, sitting like with the chair backwards, doing some goofy shit, saying like, I brought in some new fucking wrestling coaches, trying to bring in David Goggins. This dude's unstable. He doesn't know what to do with his career at this point. He's delusion maxing and he's cope maxing that he's not a good fighter at this point, and he's washed completely. And so he just can't accept it, and he doesn't want to retire. He's like, I'm gonna leave one. Bro left one glove in the octagon. What is that as a retirement? So yeah, Tony, please retire, bro. But yeah, back in the day, Tony was crashing out as well, throwing holy water on his wife. Literally, he's like edits of like Tony Ferguson, like his wife calling 911, and then making edits out of that shit, bro. Like, what the fuck? Anyway, let's move on to another fighter. Khabib Nurmagomedov. The crash out after 229 after the Conor fight was pretty crazy. He hasn't done much other than that, but yeah, Khabib, just a minor crash out in that one moment after the Conor fight, and he's like, I apologize to fans, but what about this guy? You know, he disrespect religion, disrespect my family, brother. I need to do something about this. And it's like, bro, it's like, that's what Mikhaev did. He's trying to justify it. Like, bro, just say sorry and fucking move on. He's like, but how about this guy? Disrespect my religion, disrespect my family. Like, yeah, but you didn't have to jump over the fucking cage, bro. Like, you already beat him. So yeah, Khabib crashed out after 229. Let's move on though to the next fight. Conor McGregor. Fucking best believe that, yeah. I'm not fucking crashing out. I'm just fucking living my life. You know, the thing is about fucking these strippers is they fucking get on my nerves sometimes, and I have to give them a fucking left hook, keep it in check. You know that. Conor, I don't know, every fucking week you're just seeing a new video of this guy at a club, at a fucking, on a yacht, at a fucking basketball game, punching a mascot. I don't know what he's doing, getting accusations thrown at him, doing all this shit. Snorting the lines, recording videos himself, Twitter voice notes. Like, Conor's off the fucking rails. The dolly incident with the bus at 223, like, I don't know what Conor's doing. He's just coke maxing, which John Jones revealed is one of the better bases for MMA, apart from domestic abuse and PED use. So Conor just needs to jump on the other two, and then we're good, and he'll be the GOAT. According to Dana White, the best ever. But yeah, Conor definitely crash out in the UFC. Every fucking week we're just seeing something new from this guy, being like, yeah, this guy's not fighting. Anyway, let's move on to another fighter. Colby Duckington. This dude just goes on random crash outs and shit at press conferences. Anytime someone gets him with like a line, or if he messes up one of his pre-recorded lines that he writes down because he's a fucking child. Anytime someone gets him with one of these, he's like, I'm taking you to 7th layer hell. Say what's up to your dad while we're there, and then he just fucking goes mad and just like starts up. It's dragon energy. You're dead. Like he's literally got the fucking mental capacity of a 5-year-old who he's got a mental capacity of like an 8-year-old who just gets mad every fucking 2 seconds and shit and just screams every time they don't get their way. That's Colby. But anyway, let's move on to another fighter. Jorge Masvidal, just a goof from Miami, dude. You know what the baptize is for? I had to give him the 3-piece with the soda. Send him fucking knock his ass out. Break more bones than last time, my brother. Word. Jorge Masvidal, dude, fucking, you spent 25 minutes in an octagon with Colby Covington, got dominated, and then tried to sucker punch him like 2 weeks later. Don't know what he's doing. He's just, yeah, Masvidal, even the backstage thing with Leon as well. Dude just can't help but try and fucking throw punches at people and sucker punch them. It's really weird. Jorge Masvidal, yeah, crash out. Literally got himself arrested. Let's move on though to another fighter. Here's a fucking thing, man. It's Sean Strickland. Again, similar, not quite as much as Connor, because this dude's not quite as coked up and shit. But you do just see random videos of Strickland getting in altercations with people, crashing out on fucking sparring partners trying to kill him. The Sneeko clip is still very funny to this day. Randomly walking down his fucking alley, like down his driveway with a gun. I don't know what Strickland's doing. The MGK shit. He's just got randomly. There was at that time, I forget when it was, but it was the same time when he had the MGK altercation, like the same weekend when he beat up Sneeko, and then he just posts a fucking video. He met Trump as well, and he just posted a YouTube video, got over like 1 million views, and it was just him sitting in his fucking lounge room wearing a dressing gown. Strickland's just doing his thing, bro. He goes on some rants and shit on Twitter too. He crashes out on Twitter occasionally. Not quite as bad as a few other people that I'll mention, but like does just kind of have some cope sessions on Twitter as well. So yeah, Sean Strickland definitely deserves a mention on this list. Anyway, let's move on to another fighter. Darren Till, mate, I told my fucking ACL what they want from me. All these fucking guys are on steroids, I swear to God, mate. Darren Till, I don't know if any of you have watched his fucking interview with MMA Guru, but this dude is off his head. I don't know what he's doing in some random contest like this. This isn't even a fucking house, man. This is some fucking guy's house. I can't be too loud. He'll fucking come in. Like, I don't know what he's doing. Sitting on some random bed in some stranger's house. Fuck knows what he's doing. Guru asks him about his daughters. He shakes his head. I don't know. He's like, man, I don't care about my daughters. I only care about legacy. Darren Till, what are you doing? Get your life in check, bro. What is this guy up to? Anyway, let's move on to another fighter. Boshed. I crashed out like a plane into a building. Trust. Israel Adesanya. This dude just gets so mad at press conferences and stuff. He's like, don't talk about my story. You don't know where I'm from. I could be a man. I'll beat your ass and I'll beat my ass and cry at the same time. Boshed. Israel Adesanya, yeah, just verbal crash outs from this dude. I don't know what he's doing. He's emotionally fucking fragile, clearly. But yeah, let's move on to another fighter. How the fuck is that even a question? Marvin Vettori, I don't know, this dude just kind of yaps a bit. Not yaps, I don't know. After fights and stuff, he gets all mad and shit. Like, he's like, so you admit you won this time, right? He's like, no, I never win. Never lose. I don't know what he's doing. Vittori, yeah, weird guy, bro. Had that thing with Brendan Allen the other day. That wasn't really his fault, but I don't know. Vittori just yaps a lot. Just kind of, even his voice just sounds like the definition of like crashing out. Like he's just whinging. Sounds like he's whinging all the time. Anyway, let's move on to another fighter. Hamzat Chimaev, smashed this guy, brother, I swear to God. And just starts fucking just banging a table. Like, what is this guy doing? I swear he's got like ADHD. This guy's got autism clearly. Hello, girl. So why does this guy sound like Gru? He tried to ask her, he tried to rizz up some girl on a fucking skiing or some shit. And he's just like, hello, girl. What's he doing? And then yeah, he just starts banging on tables and stuff. Anytime he engages in trash talk, he just be like, just fucking, I just had to smack my laptop. I probably just broke it then. But yeah, like, I don't know, Hamzat just crashing out always. Let's move on though to another fighter. Jamal Hill, the ultimate Twitter crash out fucking warrior. This guy literally crashed out at a fan who was defending him. He's like, someone's like, we need you to humble Pereira champion. He's like, humble? Why are you telling me to be humble? Fucking, fuck you. It's like, what's he doing? Jamal Hill, back before, leading up to the Pereira fight, even after the Pereira fight, he's like, any fans that want to come and spar me, I'll give you $20,000 if you can win or something. Come down and spar me, I'm better than all of you. People just shit talk him, clearly just joking to wind him up. He's like, who the fuck are you, bro? You're not a professional fighter, all this. Like, chill out, bro, it's not that deep. Yeah, Jamal Hill, ultimate Twitter crash out. Let's move on though to, even at the fucking press conference at 300, he was just screaming and stuff, being a fucking weirdo. I don't know what he was doing. Let's move on though to another fighter. Anthony Smith, Mr. You're attacking my family on paper. This dude crashed out during the middle of a fight. He started getting PTSD and tried to fucking tell Johnny Walker that he was attacking his family. This guy will go on every fucking podcast and be like, on my best day, I beat all of these guys, man. They know that, and that's why they get mad at me when I see it. Anthony Smith, I don't know what this guy's doing. Yeah, just weird bloke. Fucking CT is a real thing. Let's move on though to another fighter. Junior Taff, a recent entry on the list after his fucking crash out at UFC 305 against Walter Walker. Dude literally got submitted and then just started getting mad, slapped Walter Walker, flipped him off. doing all this shit, yapping. I don't know what bro's doing. Like, you tapped, buddy. You verbally tapped. You screamed out. Anyway, let's move on to another fighter. Jonathan Jones, the reason that I made this video, the ultimate crash out in the UFC. Yeah, again, Twitter crash outs. Go on 30-minute fucking tirades responding to every single person that he sees on Twitter. Going in random fans' DMs being like, yeah, my wife fucks the shit out of me every day. I'm going to go beat Stipe and retire. Literally said, I'm going to go beat this old firefighter and then retire. Like, dude just knows he's ducking. Someone asked him if he, like, thinks he could beat Tom. He's like, of course I think I could beat Tom. So then fight him. Why are you not fighting him? Because if it's because, oh, I'm old, I don't want to do this anymore, like, why are you fighting Stipe then? Like, you've got time. Well, you don't have heaps of time, but, like, you can fight Stipe and then you can fight Aspinall. Like, you're not going to take much damage against Stipe, probably. You should be able to turn around, fight Stipe, be an active champion, defend your belt more than once in fucking 2 years. And he just, yeah, he's yapping and just coping on Twitter. It's very funny to see fans are just trolling him and being like, bro, you're ducking Tom, man. And he's like, at the end of the day, this guy's never going to get more world champions than me. Doesn't matter, all this, just yapping. Even personal crash outs, beating his wife. PDs, hiding under the cage at fucking USADA, the brawl with fucking Cormier at the stare down or whatever. All the time this dude's just going, the police shit, getting arrested, headbutting a police car. I hate you, officer nerd. Like, I don't know what, throwing his phone into the water, recording himself throwing his phone into the water, like, what are you doing? Everything about this guy, the USADA thing, where he apparently, like, threatened the USADA agent. This dude just crashes out always. He's so fucking unstable. Saying that Tom Aspinall has his large black cock in his... whenever he said that, I just imagine that in, like, a fucking John Anik voice. John Jones has his large black cock in the mouth of Tom Aspinall tonight. I don't know why that's the first thing I thought of when I saw that. But yeah, like, he's just yapping on Twitter. Fragility, instability, unstable fucking minded person. Weird guy, needs PEDs to fucking succeed in the sport. So yeah, ultimate crash out, John Jones. So let's talk about, but that's all for the fighters, but let's talk about two more people that I have to mention. First up is Dana White. This dude just crashes out the media every fucking time they speak to him. Basically, the Contender Series press conferences at this point should just be renamed to Dana White gets cooked by media about John Jones clearly not being pound for pound number one. Because every time someone even dares to fucking mention, hey, Dana, maybe Islam Makhachev, who's beat Volkanovski twice, Dustin Poirier, Charles Oliveira, got multiple wins over top 15 guys in his division. Maybe he's pound for pound number one over John Jones, whose most recent win is Cyril Gane in March last year. And he's like, but he's active. He's an active fighter. The thing about John Jones is you put John Jones in a room with anybody, he's coming into them. Like, I don't know what Dana's fucking doing with John Jones. Like, he's glazing so much. But he was on a random IG live the other day and he's like, I just saw the fucking media guys have John Jones number 3 pound for pound. It's the stupidest fucking ranking ever. Like, they literally promoted a fight between Volk and Islam the first time as, like, battle for number 1 pound for pound, number 1 versus number 2. Jones comebacks, beats Gane, goes to number 1. He was at number 1, right? So, I don't know why Dana was yapping about that. I don't know why he was so upset by that. Jones was number 1 after he beat Gane. Volk beat Yair. Volk went to number 1. Then Islam beat Volk the second time, and then Islam went to number 1. And then since then, Jones hasn't fucking fought. Since then, obviously, Islam defended his belt. Other guys have won. So, I don't know why Dana's just so steady to die on this hill. But yeah, he just yaps every fucking chance he gets. He'll go on random fucking rants. The other rants are hilarious, but the Jones Glaze rants are just like, what the fuck are you doing, bro? But one more person to talk about. MMA guru. Perhaps one of the biggest crash outs on MMA YouTube. Kenny Okoye's up there too, but not quite as bad. This guy rages so much when he gets picks wrong. It's actually quite funny. This is obviously a screenshot from his reaction when Petr Yan lost to Merab Dvalishvili, and he went absolutely off the fucking rails. Every time, if you tune into this guy's stream, I'll tune into a few of them here and there. I'll just see him ranting about something. He'll be fucking ranting about England. He'll be coping about something. He'll be justifying why he doesn't have a girlfriend. He'll be doing all this. I watch some of the Guru Clip channels and stuff too. They're doing good work. It kind of saves me from having to tune in to an hour and a half of yapping, and I can just see the funny parts where he just goes on rants, which are quite amusing. But yeah, this dude crashes out when he gets his pick wrong. BSD beats fucking Bonfim, and he's like, how was I supposed to know that he was going to win? What's it called? Like, Jones beats Gane. How the fuck was I supposed to know he was going to win? All this. it's just quite funny to watch. Not hating, of course. I'm not saying anything bad, but it is just quite amusing. But yeah, that's the video done, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Those are the biggest crash outs in the UFC. Let me know which ones I missed in the comments. Like, subscribe, follow my Instagram, Left Lane MMA. Comment what videos you guys want to see. And yeah, peace out, guys. See you in the next video. Goodbye.